Welcome back to the Junk Jaw Resale Podcast. My name's Jay.
And I'm Ray. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you for joining us. Well, today we're thinking a little bit about our toy show that's coming up in
Yeah,
a week. And we're going to have to set up next Friday, which is going to be awesome. Are you excited about it, Ray?
yeah. I'm excited, kind of nervous because I don't know what to fully expect because I've never done anything like nothing like a big expo or convention type thing where I've sold at. So I think it's going to be interesting. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I want to see how it goes. I know um, I had one table at this last expo and did pretty well. It was just one 6 foot spot. I did it off of one of my buddy had a booth. He bought 3 booths, and then I had a little table over here to the side and did well. But it's I think it's one of the nation's larger toy expos. Like, well, even on the East Coast. So
Yeah.
yeah, they have one in the summertime, and then they have one in the fall. So
hmm
I don't know what the fall is going to bring, but hopefully it brings the same thing as it did in the summertime.
I hope so too. Just because you figure we're getting ready to go into Christmas, so people are hopefully Christmas shopping already. I know it's still kind of early, but I know there's people out there that like to start early.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm just hoping that we get some good flow because the Christmas shopping is starting. It's and then you're going to get the collectors and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm like I said, I've never done this, so
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting.
Well, it's really my first time. Really, I mean,
Yeah,
I did it one time in summer, but I mean, I don't
yeah.
do
You
much
just had a table, so
for shows. I do the flea market, which is I think, a little bit different beast. You
yeah.
know,
And what you sell at the flea market, I think I've said this before. What you sell at the flea market most of the time is stuff that people need versus what they want, and it's when you're selling what people need, it's a lot easier compared to what people want because not only does I think the price come into factor as far as people want it, but just the appeal of it, like how collectible something is, or how current something could be, as far as like say like is it on trend or anything, like is a game on trend, is it popular, or is it like
mm-hmm.
because I know you do a lot of video games, so is this video game that you have out there, is it going to be popular, is it going to is it going to
Right.
be something that somebody wants, and so it's different. It's a lot different. Now, we both sell collectibles, so it's nothing online, so it's nothing completely new. It's just different doing it in person.
It's different doing it in person. And the way you kind of look at it, like, um, I think you can go about doing this show in a couple different ways. One could be you could sell at a higher end rate, and stuff that's like very, very desirable, and higher priced items.
Yeah.
Or you could really go maybe a mixture of both,
hmm
small items that are less than expensive, or you can go really just really inexpensive and just kind of like blow out everything. Like,
Yeah.
are you looking to just blow out a bunch of stuff, or look at dude like $1, $2, $3,
I
So,
yeah, I think it being my first show, I don't want to just blow out stuff. I don't know what, like, the actual price comparison, what people expect versus eBay, and I know we kind of touched base on that. I'm not gonna really say, I can't remember. We might have said on here, but I don't want to repeat just in case we did, because I don't I don't know what the difference in like the pricing, like I said, the expectations are going to be, and I don't want to not sell something because it's too high, but I don't want to sell something too quickly because it was that good of a deal. Like, which is, at the end of the day, I guess it's okay if as long as I make money on it. But me, I'm a lot of stuff I'm bringing is stuff that I actually probably would list on eBay, and I don't have listed. So there's a big portion of stuff that I never even gave it a shot on eBay, which I could have gave my shot to get more money, and that's, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I might being greedy.
no, I mean, that's another way to look at it. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of look at it a little bit like this: what did I pay for the item? And I'll have this range in my mind. Um, and then it would matter what the buyer does. The buyer look interested? How interested do they look? Are they in major need for this item? Is it something they can't find anywhere else?
Mhm.
Um, because a lot of these people at these shows, they'll raise the price of the items because they know some, people are going to try to hassle them down or
Yeah,
ask for discounts. Or
exactly.
they're always higher. What I've seen, because I've been to some conventions and stuff like that. But uh, yeah, I just kind of go with the buyer, and if I can go low enough to get the buyer,
Hmm.
then I'll do that as long as it fits my
Now,
my need. But I'll
now,
take as much money as I can.
now, like last time, like I said, I know you only had one table. How much do you think you actually haggled or even went discounting the price to meet the customer? How often?
There was some customers that I made more money off than what I was selling it for because I know that they were in a need. They wanted it bad, and I was the only
Yeah.
kind of the only one that had it. But I would say overall 20%,
Yeah.
25%, and which I'm cool. Like I said, if I buy something, there's game in there that I bought for $5.
Hmm.
It sells for 150 on eBay. I sold it for 115.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I didn't have to worry about shipping it,
Yeah.
returns. I didn't have to worry about, then I had to worry about paying fees on it, and it was a straight cash deal. So,
Yeah. I mean, it's hard because at the end of the day, it's if you listed it, say you're at the same price you had on eBay, it's already going to be cheaper because they're not going to pay shipping. So that's where it's kind of tough because at the end of the day, it's going to be cheaper than what you would have had on eBay. Um, I don't know. I mean, I see, and that's if you had the lowest price on eBay too, which many sellers are not going to list the lower price. I know I don't. I usually do like the median of it because I mean, I ultimately my goal was to get the highest I can. That's as a seller, that's your goal. As a buyer, you want to get the best price you can, and so this still gives me a little bit of wiggle room. In if I do the median, if I and actually, I guess to have interest in the item. If you price it too high, they're gonna like laugh and they're like, nope, no, I'm
yep,
not even.
and walk away.
And that's what I'm afraid of because I know there are certain things I feel like I just if it's a rare item, right, and you shoot out a price, there's no other ones on there. You kind of control the market, and I do this sometimes. I'll have my price a little higher because I control the market. There's no competition. But when you list something online, you don't get to see all your viewers' reactions. Like, oh, look at that price. That's way too
Yeah.
high. You know,
What is he crazy?
at the show, I might have to like get some thick skin because I know it's gonna happen. Like, I mean, you see at the flea market how many people come up to you and like, oh, how much is that? Even though your prices are really good at the flea
Even
market
right, even though the prices
or
are
your
really good, they're
Amazon
still like,
or whatever, like the return pallet stuff you get.
mm-hmm.
But I'm like, you're literally doing like sometimes 75% off, if
Yeah,
not more, even sometimes, and they're like, oh no, I need it for you know few more dollars off, and I'm like, what are you talking
it's
about?
crazy. Yep.
It could be $100 item. You're selling it for even like $10, and
Mm-hmm.
they're like, no, I need it for five.
It happens every time I go.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It amazes me.
Well, there's one. There's a couple people there that I know. They're there every week, and they are really really like cheap, like every single week. And I was at a stand I think a couple weeks ago, and I know this guy particularly gives you a hard time, and I seen him at this other stand. He was giving somebody else a hard time. So it's just something they do to every single person there. So
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, you can't take it personally, but it feels personal when you're giving them a great deal.
Right.
you know?
And then you gotta educate them. Like, listen, man, this is like $40, and I'm giving it to you for like $7. It's think
Yeah,
about this for a second.
yeah,
You're not gonna go anywhere else and find it for that price. You're not gonna have it. It's
yeah,
not gonna happen.
exactly. And
But it doesn't matter because eventually I sell it. So if you
yeah,
don't buy it,
and that's how I try to view my eBay store now. Like you and me both know, I have way too many items in my store,
yeah,
but I guess that's my thought process is that like, well, I'm not really necessarily in a hurry to sell it. I'll get my price eventually. Like I can mark it down. I'd rather shoot high and then change the price. And I've had good success on, especially some higher end items. I feel like that I might have shot the price like maybe $200-300 over what it I actually sold it for, and I just kind of slowly start coming down in price, and eventually I get it. I mean, it's to me, I'd rather do that than me sell it within like 30 seconds of listing. Like, oh my gosh, what I do?
Right. Yep.
You know, I don't know. I don't know.
I'll,
It's tough
it is. I mean, it's.
because like
But
some people argue I'm too attached to my items. Then
are you though?
no, because well,
No,
I
you're
don't.
not.
Yeah, well, it's some kind of attachment because I guess it's the joy of, oh man, I found this really cool thing for only like $1. I think it's worth 300, but somebody's gonna offer me 200, and I still won't take it. After like, you know what I mean? That's where I'm putting it. I'm like, dude, you only paid $1. Like, take the
Yeah,
200.
yeah, yeah. Take the 200. I mean, like, that's kind of like my thought about it. I'm like, how much money am I making off of it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, back in the day, when I first started on eBay, we did really well, and I'd take offers and all, but I'd sell a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's the buying has slowed down a little bit. It's dipped.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's for a lot of people now. It's
Yeah.
just not like it was,
Mm-mm.
6 years ago, 7 years ago. It's just not. It's a
No.
little different. So um, the way I kind of take the offers on eBay is a little different than I did back in the day.
Yeah.
Because just is.
I mean, if you have your process, I think it's well. Shouldn't say this. I should just say if you have a process. If you figure out a process that at all. Because some people don't even have a process of how they want to discount or accept offers or anything like what they you know have in their mind. Like if somebody sends an offer and you've had it for like a couple months, like how much would I take off of that? Like I mean, they
Mm-hmm.
kind of so then it's more time that in their mind they're taking. Okay, what I pay for or whatever. Like at the end of the day, I have a process of like, okay, I'm going to do this percentage. If that's not okay, I'll go a little bit more, and then that's it. Like eventually, then I'll mark it down again, and then we can try again. Like you know what I mean? Do the whole same process of percentage over again. Um, that's that helps me, I guess, not feel so bad because I'm like, okay, I gave it this amount of time to sell. Um, it's not. I'm not. Um, I guess I'm, and then like I know eventually it will sell. I guess because I'll keep marking it down.
I feel like everything you put up, as long as it's not pure garbage, it eventually sells.
Dude, my store is almost pure garbage. What are you talking
No,
about?
get out of here. No, I'm just talking about straight
Nah,
garbage.
yeah, no, I know.
I mean,
I don't.
I don't mind coming down. Like like I sold some like Hardee's some or figures or whatever it was today,
Yeah,
just McDonald's stuff that I ones you kind of don't see too, but they're not rare. Nothing's
yeah.
rare about it. And I probably had them in there for 2 years.
2 years.
Somebody
Wow.
sent an offer for me yesterday, and I think I had them for like $11.99. Really not worth a whole
Yeah,
bunch. I think he sent me $6.49 plus shipping.
yeah.
I took it, but
Oh,
I
I
feel
mean,
like it all eventually sell. It does. It all
yeah,
eventually.
it does. It
It
does.
does. It does.
I mean, the idea is now every once in a while. It's not very often. I mean, that I'll take some things off of eBay and then just throw it out a yard sale or get rid of it some other way,
Mhm.
like whether I donate it, give it to somebody, whatever. Like it's not very often I do that anymore. I used to, um, but I that takes a lot of time even to do that. Because and then I worry, crap. Do did I take it off of eBay? You know, did I? Because sometimes it happens. Like crap, I missed an item, and then I'm freaking out because I got a $5 to $10 item that I basically threw away or sold,
Right. Hmm.
gave to somebody else. I've given stuff to people to sell at the flea market and all. And this happened, or I had a pin that I sold, and I know I was looking for and looking for it. I'm like, you know what? I gave it to him. It was in that pile. What am I gonna do?
Right.
I
And
mean,
then you're just
gone.
stuck.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm not gonna like, hey, did you sell this pin yet or anything like it is like a few weeks later, which he might not have, but I'm like, by the time I spend the gas money to go get it and all that,
Yep.
like for a $5 to $10 item or whatever it is, like no.
Yeah. No, it's not. I mean, I leave like I'm trying to think. Like I pretty much been my experience that I've sold most of everything I've ever put on eBay.
Hmm.
I mean, there are some things in there as it's been there for a while, but like I said, eventually they sell.
Hmm.
As long as it's
Yeah.
not pure junk, pure trash,
You,
it
you
sells.
you know what's kind of cool? I was kind of reminiscing this morning a little bit because you can't do this on eBay, but on Poshmark, if you go like in Poshmark and sort your oldest listings or oldest shared or whatever, I would say probably oldest share is the best, but you can go through and it saves all your sold listings in there. So I'm like, oh man, I forgot I had that. Man, I
Mm-hmm.
had four of them and I sold them for $30 a piece. Like, like it was kind of cool to go back and all these cool finds I had gotten and I flipped. Like I had turkey platters I got from TJ Maxx for like, I don't know, maybe $6 or $7 or something. I was selling for $35 to $40 on there on Poshmark. I had mugs. I had the Pokemon pack of cards I got down the street from that churchyard sale,
Mm-hmm.
and because I had bought two packs for $1 each, and I had and it was like $375 when I sold one pack for on Poshmark.
Wow.
Yep, yep. I believe that's
That's
what it was, 375.
something. And you paid $1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's fun to go back and look, but then I mean I don't know this churchyard sale or flea market whatever has been really good because I was even telling my wife I'm like, hey, you remember had these little, they're like pallet jacks, like little toy pallet jacks. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like that,
I've seen little pallet. Yeah, I remember little pallet jacks,
but
but
these were pink too, which was kind of odd. And I forget what company it was, like some kind of promotional thing from some pallet jack company or some company that deals with that. But I paid like maybe $1, $2 piece for them, and they're brand new. Little freaking pallet jacks, man. $30 each,
that's crazy.
and
And
I
who wants this?
five or
Like, it's
six of
like,
them.
who wants this stuff? Like,
Yeah,
you get it in the mail. I mean, what are they like? Yes,
yeah,
I finally needed this pallet jack. Like,
I know, right? I mean, it's like
yes,
I think it's just like one of those things. Like, wow, I didn't know a little toy pallet jack was going to be in such high demand. I wish I had 30 more of them.
yeah, 30 more. I tell you, I wish I had like. I tell my wife all the time. I wish I could find like a place I can just buy like Mario Kart Wii's
Hmm.
for like $15 a piece, dude. I'd be rich.
Yeah,
Those things sell like man, like
yeah.
hotcakes. Like
I mean, there's certain things like that sell quick, but then it's fun. I think that the fun thing about selling is like the things you didn't expect to sell that great
mm-hmm.
sells that great.
Yep.
I didn't even, I thought I was still kind of even crazy pricing for $30. But I got it.
But you got it.
You know, it's crazy. I don't know.
I wouldn't complain over $30. I know we're sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, like, I did some shipping today and I had a baseball card
Hmm.
and you get a sent I sent it was under $20, sent out an envelope. And I'm like, did I take that out of the bag and put it on the counter? I'm like, I hope so. Like I don't remember if I did or not.
Oh my gosh.
It eats me up. Yeah, because they can't scan it in. They don't scan those in.
Yeah, yeah. They don't. I know. It's a blessing and a curse. So I had a card that I was supposed to send out yesterday, but because it doesn't get scanned, I didn't take it yesterday because I wasn't going to take just one item
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. So I was like, no, I'm not going to take one item that's like a few dollars or whatever it is.
Yeah, just right.
You know.
Cost you $1 in
Yeah,
gas.
exactly. And then I had a couple items today that I packed and they're ready to go out. So actually, it's going to go out tomorrow. Um,
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because you ship out. You'll ship out on Saturday. I don't ship out on
yeah,
Saturday.
well, but I'll pack it the day before. That's the
Yeah.
thing. So I'll like pack it today because I'm not going to go out every single day. I was out
Mm.
doing things yesterday, but it's nice to not actually drive anywhere sometimes, and I save money on gas because I'm not looking to go out. And
Right.
I mean, I like to try to do as many errands while I'm out, and like on one time, as many things I can do while I'm out one time or during just one single day
Mm.
helps because then I'm not. You know how much time like driving takes away from your day.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. You don't think about how much time it takes you, like, just getting your, make sure you have your keys, make sure
yeah.
everything's ready, and then walking out the door, walking into your car,
Mm-hmm.
and then driving where you got to go, and then
Oh,
parking, finding a
it's worth
parking spot.
that. I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out what music I want to listen to.
Right. And then think about it. All that time, all that time gets absorbed into doing those
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Then getting out and walking through the parking lot to go into the store,
yeah.
even just those things, how much time they accumulate.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. It is. I think everything that we do accumulates so much time. Like for instance, I mean, me being a guy that lists just on their phone. Like I just use my phone to list. It's tough because it's distracting. Because I open my phone. I'm like, oh, I got a notification on Facebook, and it could be nothing. Like nothing
Right.
that's not even really important. It could have been somebody's birthday that I haven't spoken to in 20 years. Like they don't wish me happy birthday. I'm not gonna wish them
We don't have
birthday. but but I see that and I'm like, oh, and then I just do one little scroll up. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's an interesting video, and then I'm hooked for freaking 30
That,
minutes.
that's it. Like, and then you're like, man, I got to get some work done. And
Yep,
then it's like, well, I really, we just one more video
yep. Man, I was supposed to list these 20 things.
tomorrow.
Yep. And it drives me nuts because it's because of that. Sometimes I run behind because okay, I need to get these packages out by a certain time. I've done that, or like on days that my mom has dialysis, and I've had to take her or pick her up from there, take and whatever back and forth. That's a lot. I mean, I opened my phone in 30 minutes, and I didn't get crap done all day on a very limited day to begin with.
hmm
So
Yep.
it's bad. It's
It's
really
bad.
bad. That's the worst thing about listening on my phone. Sometimes I wanna just delete Facebook, but well, actually on my, I should say the phone that I use for listening actually doesn't have Facebook. It has Instagram, but then we need Instagram to promote, or I feel like I want to go on there and see what other resellers are talking about. And like I said, these reels that have nothing to even do with reselling pop up too.
No, nothing. And then it pops up, and then you're stuck.
Like got a cute little puppy on there. I'm like, oh okay, like, like
That's what happens. Like, that's what happens.
yeah,
Yesterday I did like 40 listings.
40. Okay,
Yeah, and then but I didn't put them all out. Like, so I wanted to spread them out because we like deep cleaned our kitchen yesterday and
okay.
started getting rid of some stuff that we're not.
Hmm.
There's just too many items, just too much stuff
It's yeah.
you have to get rid of. Yeah, every cabinet's just filled and just.
I mean, I probably need to do that too. We haven't done that like at all. I think. I mean, we've been in this house for like 5 years, so we've gotten enough stuff that just in that 5 year span that most of the time when we have a yard sale, it's stuff that I was trying to sell, maybe a couple of my wife's clothes or something like that. She's trying to get rid of. But other than that, we don't purge the rest of the house, and that's
Yeah,
not good.
I know. I'm going through. I'm thinking about doing some purging of a lot more stuff other than just the
Yeah.
kit. But like I'm gonna take some stuff to the toy show.
Okay.
I got my little arcade machines.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take some of them over there. some figures. You know, I'm kind of, and if I'm going to collect something, I'm going to I need to scope it down a little bit because it's so broad,
Mm-hmm.
and feel like you're collecting everything, and I just don't have room
Yeah.
for it all. I don't.
Now, when you purge, sometimes do you ever just be like, oh, I'll just sell that on eBay, and then you never do.
Yes,
It stays in your house.
it stays in your house. Yep, I'll sell it on eBay. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
here's one. I know I showed you this, that Game Boy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, wait, I was gonna sell it on eBay. I said, well, maybe I'll keep it. And then I laid it on my shelf, and then I never did anything with it.
Yeah.
And it's there.
Well.
But that's a good. I would sell in a week,
Yeah.
but I don't do it.
Toy show.
Yeah, just take it right to the toy show. I forgot all about it. Yeah, toy show.
Yeah.
I got some figures like Borderland figures and stuff like that. I'm taking a toy show.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else I got. I don't know. I want to hit my storage unit over on Merritt and
Yeah.
see if I can get some toys out of there.
My main
Yeah.
thing is to get stuff that's bigger that I don't want to ship or
Yeah.
shipping. I got like the Britney Spears stamps. I know that's not toys, but it's still pop culture. I think people are gonna see that and like,
Oh
oh,
no, right.
stuff like that. What else did I have? Like the NASCAR hoods.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that's big like that. What else? I have some kind of Jurassic Park thing that's like this big in the box still. I have some like little like some like toy like play sets. I don't know if I actually have all the pieces, but like I have a pirate ship or something. I don't think it's anything too special, but somebody might buy it there even if I put it out there for $5 or $10. I have no idea. I think it's like one of those Imaginext ones, so it's not like a really collectible, but it's a toy show. There's gonna be kids there that want to buy stuff to play with. It's not just a thing where people are gonna come there and they would just want to put it on, buy it and put it on their shelf. So
Do you have any Pokemon?
I have. Well, I'm gonna bring a couple Pokemon items. I have some plush. Remember those giant plush that I have?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring them. So, but I don't have any cards or anything. But and then I did pick up one of those Burger King Pokemon balls with like the gold card.
Yeah.
I think I have that, but that might be it.
I have a whole set of those brand new,
Really?
never opened.
Wow.
Yeah, I got them in a deal. But I was thinking I'm gonna put Pokemon packs of Pokemon cards together this year
Okay.
because I watched Steve's son do it,
Okay.
and Steve's son made more money off of his Pokemon packs than his dad made.
Yeah, but he's also, I don't know. He's also a kid. I am bringing some wax packs of baseball cards. You seen me? I bought those '90s. I think '90s tops or something like that. Like
Yeah.
weeks ago or like even like a month ago or whatever. I'm bringing all that. So
Cool. Well,
I think that would be cool.
here's the thing: like toys transcends in everything else because
Mm-hmm.
people who like toys, they like games, they like sports, they like any collectibles
Yeah.
any pop culture you could possibly think of.
Yeah, that's why I know I got a couple other things like some socks, maybe a
Yep.
couple hats. I was debating if I want to pull out a couple shirts, like you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to go too broad, but I think if hats and socks are, I feel like I'm still in the safe area. When I get to a t-shirt, I don't know. I got some wrestling tees that maybe you know what I mean. That's because you get people that are looking for wrestling figures all the time. They're going to come there and then they're going to want a wrestling tee.
But dude, I'm going to be broad. There is. I mean,
Yeah.
there's going to be toys. There's going to be whatever I think that's
I
going
mean,
to sell.
I think you can do that because what's his name? Herb that used to set up at the flea market. He was set up at the toy show last year, and he had a bunch of random like stuff. He had posters and that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I tell you what though, I did not realize how many video games I have. Because ever since that we said that we were coming to this toy show, I kept buying video games every time I see a bunch.
And that's fine, dude. That's absolutely.
Yeah. But I hope it just pays off because I got a lot now. I got to go through and condition them a little bit because I don't know how well. So I don't know how.
Are they all scratched up? Or are they?
Yeah, some of them might be, and I don't know. Like now, because you're different. Like, is it okay to sell something like that, knowing that they can take the disc out and look at it?
Yeah, I think it's okay. They could take it
Yeah.
out. It's just well, here's the thing. It's not like now if they're big deep scratches, you could tell a game could be lightly scratched up. I
Yeah.
mean, what I mean by light is it could be full of scratches,
Hmm.
but the scratches would be just so faint on top that the
Hmm.
disc can still work. That's not the point.
Yeah.
Point is, as long as the scratches aren't really deep inside of that disc,
Hmm.
if they are, I wouldn't sell it. But the thing about it is that disc can be fixed. So
Yeah.
people are buying it,
So
and
as
it's
long as
not
it's the
like
right price, it's
as
gonna
long as the right price is
down.
fine. Not like you're selling, say,
Yeah.
a $10 game for $10 and
Yeah.
the disc is all scratched up and they got to get it done.
Yeah.
You know, if you sold it for $5, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Some people especially who collect video games or whatever it may be,
Hmm.
even if you collect video games, you're still buying lower end games, and they usually have machines that
Yeah. Now,
you know.
are you gonna price your stuff, or are you just gonna have it in your head?
Most of them will have in my head, but if I'm standing around and I can put a little price tag on it, I will.
Yeah.
But
I'm debating because that's the issue. I have a lot of, like I said, I have a lot of smalls,
yeah,
so that's a lot of time pricing every single item.
right. If I got I'll have some video games that aren't going to be. I'm going to make just a $5 bin. It's going to be a $5 bin of games. You take whatever you want out of the thing.
Yeah.
And some of these games may be $7 or $8 on eBay, and some of them may be $4.
Yeah.
But whatever, you take them, you buy them. That's how it is. And then I can pretty much memorize how much I have my stuff for
Yeah.
or what it's worth. So it's like if I see somebody interested, I'll just talk to them right away
Hmm.
and
True.
try to sell it to them.
Yeah.
But if I'm standing around, I'll put a little sticker on it. I don't care.
Yeah. I'm just debating what I want to do because like putting a sticker on it helps too because like say you know what if one of us left for a minute or so or something like that.
That's true. Yeah,
That's one of those things that like oh crap, all right, let me call him real quick. Because
that's true. Yeah,
yeah, it does help a little bit. Because I don't want to be like, hey, yeah, he went to the restroom real quick. He'll be right back. Man, you're sitting back there on the toilet or
yeah.
something. Like, take your
What's going on?
got a bad cheesesteak or something.
That's terrible. Yeah, can you imagine? Oh no, my stomach. And I don't trust bathrooms like that. I tell you one thing we need to make sure we have is our bags. We need to make sure we have enough bags.
Okay, I have some, so because
I have some too. I just want
I think we'll
let's
be
not
okay.
yeah,
'Cause
let's
I
not forget
really
them.
I didn't use any. I bought I don't know. Let me see how many I bought. I bought a bunch from they're cheap bags, but I bought a bunch from Amazon when I did that car show, and I didn't use one of them. I don't think
I
nobody
was
nobody wanted a bag.
what was I thinking? Like
The three
yeah,
people
it
that
was where doesn't sell where are they allowed to have plastic bags at?
um
City?
yeah they're not allowed. Oh, where are they?
Yeah, where are they allowed?
I think one of other counties. I don't know. I don't know.
Because I know my brother was talking about. He's got tons of bags. They just hand them out up there in
Huh.
Aberdeen. So I was
Yeah, it
like,
might be something. I know one of the counties they're talking about placing a plastic bag ban also. So I don't know. It's really it's confusing. I can't keep up with it. I'm
well, I'll try to keep as many plastic bags we have, as I can.
yeah. I mean, like let me see. I'm looking for it right now. Let me see how many I bought. 300.
Oh, you bought bags?
Yeah, I
Well,
bought a 300 pack on Amazon. Let me see what I paid. It's not bad. It was a 300 pack for $18.
that's not bad.
No,
Yeah.
they're like 11.5 by 6.5 by 22.
Hmm.
So that's not that bad. That's like a almost like a standard grocery bag type. They're
Yeah,
not
that's not bad.
small. Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
No. I wanted something like I said for the car show, and then I had three buyers, and then none of them wanted bags.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm like, oh, there goes $18.
Well,
At least I got the toy show.
Well, now I'm thinking about it, now I got an idea, so I need to make sure I have to get myself together for my Pokemon because I
Yeah.
got a nice stack of Pokemon cards
Yeah,
that
that's
are
gonna be time consuming.
no. I don't. Some of them might be worth some not.
Yeah.
Not. I'm just going to put packs together. They might get some great packs. They
Yeah.
might not. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, because you got to be careful because people are like, well, how many holograms you get in it? Like, how many such and such are you guaranteed? Is it,
Yeah, I got a bunch of
you
I
know?
got a stack of holograms.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I watched the dude put mystery bags together, and they were like $20 a mystery bag. It was just a brown paper bag,
Hmm.
and he put like a little mystery cards in it,
Hmm.
and they had like like a Pokemon like pin or like a coin in it or something.
Yeah.
So whatever came, it was dude. It wasn't worth $20. Let me tell you. And they just kept buying them and buying them. I was like,
Dude,
wow.
this like surprise mystery stuff is getting out of hand. I don't know if you've seen, there's like a viral one out there now, and it's a freaking toilet.
Oh, I've seen something about that.
Yeah. It, I'm pulled it up right here at Walmart. It's Skibbity Toilet Mystery Surprise. $45. It's like,
Skibbity.
what is it? It just looks like some stickers, a head popping out of the toilet, two figures, and a lanyard or something that comes in. Like what? Like, and it's not a surprise if they're showing you what you get.
Yeah.
What is the surprise?
Surprise. It's
Is it
junk.
because look, I'll show you. He he's popping his head. I don't know if
Put it
you
over a little bit to the left.
this way.
Yep. What the?
See how he's popping his head out of the toilet?
Yeah, I do. I see it.
That's the surprise, I guess. Like,
That's crazy, dude.
I,
That's nuts. Like I would mystery things are like they'll put. There's people out there who sell like $10,000 mystery boxes or
yeah,
$1,000 mystery boxes, and I don't know. I'm gonna put together some cards for some people,
yeah.
and
I wonder if I
I'm
should.
not gonna sell them for a lot of money, dude. It's gonna be like
Yeah,
they're gonna get $5. I'm
yeah.
selling for maybe $5 or something. I don't know.
I wonder if I should do that with some sports cards because I got so many.
Yeah.
But then that's the thing; it's time consuming. Like, I had this whole idea that I want to use a lot of like sports cards if it's not worth money, and if I don't have time to list them, then I'm going to use them for crafts and do like I showed you that baseball bat
Yep.
collage type thing. I have, so as I've been going through cards, I got a box of like literally damaged cards. So it's like the corners are all bent up or rough edges corners. There's creases, maybe there's imperfections, like maybe some, you know how especially some cards like the older cards, they, if you have them long enough and they been exposed to any uh I guess not water but moisture,
Moisture
uh
stick together.
yeah, they'll stick together, and when you pull them
Mm-hmm.
apart, I mean,
Yeah, I tell
yeah,
you the '90s, '91 stuff, and stadium clubs, and upper decks.
yeah,
They had they all had they did that the way their coating was.
yeah.
They all stuck together.
But I mean, I know how to. You can go around that a little bit. You can. There's a trick. You can try taking a hair dryer and see if it comes apart.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't have the time or patience to sit there and do that for with a stack of cards. It's probably only worth $3.
neither do I.
If that, you know what I mean, like $3 is like,
No,
um, and I say that because now I list a lot of cards that are $1.50 a piece, but I'm probably not. There's no way I'm going to sell every single card I ever list.
no, that's yeah.
Yeah,
Now that's gonna be hard.
yeah,
Yeah, I know. I say everything sells, but some of these cards are
yeah.
hard to sell.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like one of those things. It's just I think you have to find the right person that's gonna come along, and they have to like, especially in sports, they have to like that specific, not just the team, but that specific player.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the you know Ravens, well, they've had some bad draft picks, but even like, okay, we'll say the Raiders because this is one of the worst draft picks ever. But Jamarcus Russell, who the heck is buying Jamarcus Russell cards?
Yeah, who?
You know what I mean? I have better luck selling somebody that was a free, they are undrafted free agent rookie, came on the field, came on came on there on the team, whatever like that, and got cut. You know, second week into the season.
Hey, I know we're talking about this player. How about how's Derrick Henry? You see how Derrick Henry's playing,
Oh
man?
yeah, yeah,
Wow,
yep,
like that's cool. I don't know. I just had to throw that out
yeah.
there.
No, I know
Right.
he's been playing. He's been playing good. It's been exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to have that kind of change up between him and Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to watch because you get this big powerhouse with Henry, and then you get the kind of like this speed and elusiveness with Lamar, and then he can throw the ball, you know.
Yep.
And then I know I seen Keaton Mitchell for the Ravens he is back at practice this week,
Mm-hmm.
so that's going to be dangerous.
That's gonna be a good. It's gonna be good. I haven't sat down and watched a complete game this year.
Really?
I haven't at all.
Why?
I don't know. I get busy, man. You
Yeah,
know.
the late games are tough for me because I always end up falling asleep.
Like good night. I know. What do they play? They play Sunday, right?
Yeah,
The what 1:30 game or one?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. See, I got a spaghetti dinner I'm cooking for
Uh,
church. So like they
yeah,
were invited a lot of people, and I'm like, oh, there's a Ravens game. I think
yeah,
they gotta show up for a spaghetti dinner because there's a Ravens game, dude. That's just
yeah.
it is what it is. I don't know, but I'm excited for the toy show. Now that we're talking, I'm thinking to myself, well, I do have some stuff other stuff I want to bring.
Dude, my mind keeps going. I got so much crap.
Well, you mentioned posters. Now I'm like, I've got a ton of like posters. You know, I mean the empty stuff that I had in one of the lots, and I'm like, man, maybe I could fill that up with like some posters and sell them.
Yeah, I mean it's never ending. Now, our luck, we're probably not getting a wall behind us, right?
I don't know. They didn't. We're not going to find out where we're at until the
Okay.
day we show up.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
I
what
get
it
it. If
said.
you don't like. I mean, I can't be mad. A wall would definitely help.
Yeah, a wall would be nice.
I mean, I don't even know how exactly. Like, I'm trying to think of the layout that we want to have it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's something to think about because I know we'll probably just split sides. Like, you have one side, I have the other.
Yeah, we'll have one side, and then I
And
don't know if there's anything we can do down the middle, but
yeah, I do have. A lot of times I have these benches that are like, I have the foldable tables, but I also have like the foldable benches that can go with them. A lot
yeah,
of times I'll take those benches and I'll sit them on top of the table and like the back end,
mm-hmm.
and then it almost creates like a shelf so I
But
get extra
shelf.
space. Um,
That's a good idea.
yeah, I just got to be careful because I don't know if we're too close to somebody that's next to us and somebody. People are crazy. They might, and I'm clumsy, so I can't get mad. Um, but somebody might hit it and it falls there. So I want to make sure it's very secure if
Yeah,
we're that close to somebody or wherever it is, and nothing's gonna get.
yeah. I'm sure we'll figure it out. I'm sure when we
Yeah,
get there. I mean, like, I guess I had to bring a couple tables too.
yeah,
Just I'm trying to figure out. Like, I think they only give us one table, or they might
yeah,
give us one or two tables. I'm not sure,
yeah.
but you know,
I got three, probably about two or three like regular size tables, and I got some smaller ones, and then
okay, so we're good then. So you got
yeah,
tables too. All right,
yeah. So
that's
we
cool.
should be all right with that. And I
Yeah,
got some showcases I'm gonna bring because I don't want, like I said, if I'm bringing smalls, I got like two or three probably showcases I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna put some small stuff in. Like I got some of the micro machine cars. There ain't no way I'm letting people walk away with that.
no, no.
Especially I told you how much some of them are worth
And
before.
it's easier for them to just shove right in their pocket.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can't put things past people, dude. They're
Yeah,
just
I
like,
mean, even if it's like a $3 or $4 figure, I don't want to. And I have this is the thing. If I have it, it's a $3 or $4 figure, and I have it listed on eBay. I'm not gonna make it easy on them.
mm-hmm.
I'll put it in the case. Like I
Yeah,
have those muscle men. I'm probably some of them. I'm probably just gonna. I think $3 like per like little figure isn't too bad.
yeah. That's
You get
No,
somebody that's looking for a specific one, and that's all it is. When's the last time you even see them at the flea market?
I don't. You don't.
Exactly. So that's why I think even if you're, because I sell them for about most of them for about $4 to $6 on online on eBay, and I've been actually selling some lately, surprisingly. But plus, you get shipping on top of that. That could be like $8
Yeah.
at least.
Yep.
If I'm selling for $3, I think that's fine. I should be fine. I might even just sell them for 4 because you don't got to pay for shipping now.
I'm gonna have a lot of He-Man.
Oh yeah,
I'm only. Yeah, I'll probably bring like I don't know, maybe 50 or so He-Man. I
dang,
think I'll bring some He-Man. I'm gonna bag them up though. I'll
yeah,
put that.
yeah.
And
That's
I
something
might
to do.
price that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure.
it's gonna be interesting and fun. I mean, the good thing is like you said. Now I'm like a little less paranoid because we have a lot of time while we're there. So if I decide I want to just take a little bit of time,
Mhm.
setting up Friday like a little more time. I don't think I'm gonna take a crazy amount of time, but
I'm not gonna take a crazy amount of
yeah,
time either. But I guess what I'll do is I'll bring the that tarp I have,
yeah.
and we can cover our
Well,
stuff up.
Well, anything that I have listed on eBay, I'm not going to bring until the next day.
Good
That's what
idea.
I realized because it's not going to take long to put every.
Yeah,
If I bring in 2 or 3 totes of stuff that's stuff listed on eBay, you know what I mean. That's not bad.
that's what.
Unless it's
Yeah.
a big item. Unless it's a big item, I might bring it in the night before.
Hmm.
Like those plushes, I had those plushes listed on eBay. I'll plus I can take what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a picture of the stand, and that way I know if it's been messed with.
Yeah. I might just be able to bring my car. To be truthful with you, I don't think I can use. I don't think I need my truck. I mean, if
Really?
I go take half of it one day and then half of it the next day.
Yeah, but then you have to make sure you sell
Oh, then I make sure I gotta sell
it. Fire sale.
it. That's so true.
Yep.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
that's real true.
So a couple other things. I know we gotta do the trivia, but I know we've been talking nonstop about this toy show because I know we're excited about it. But so but I had this crazy thing the other day on Depop. I don't know if you've seen, but Depop all of a sudden it started taking off Redskins items.
Oh, I seen you. You did something
Yeah.
on
Yeah, I posted on
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you know, the Washington Redskins changed their football. I mean, their football team, they changed their name back in 2019. You
Mm.
know, and now that then they're a Washington football team, and now they're Washington Commanders. And all of a sudden, they removed 2 of my items, right? And I'm like, okay, this is weird. At first, I just thought, okay, I had a bad incident or a bad interaction, kind of slightly with somebody that was interested in a Redskins item. So I thought maybe he was coming back for retaliation and just reporting all my items or something. And Depop didn't care and they just were listening to him because that crap happens. But I wanted to get ahead of it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna delete all my Redskins items on Depop, which I did. The next morning, I wake up and I had 10 more flagged items, and what it was their same items I already deleted. Why did they get flagged when I deleted them?
Right, they're already gone.
It made no sense. But everybody like in the Facebook pages I belong to about for the Depop Facebook pages, they're they're going nuts over this. I mean, there's a lot of people that are obviously on the opposite side too that are like, oh well, yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to sell it.
Yeah.
The only other platform that I knew of that you couldn't sell Redskin stuff on was Bonanza, and I thought that was ridiculous because then everybody else was allowing it. But I did learn Etsy is another one that couldn't. So now there's 3. You can't sell Washington Redskins stuff on Depop, Etsy, and Bonanza. So
Depot. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
but eBay allows it.
eBay allows it. Yeah. I mean.
So, yeah, and it's a whole thing. I'm not like I was. You know how you said you love to debate with people.
Hmm.
Man, I don't usually, but I was really getting into it because I just don't understand. Us living so close to DC, I think it's a little bit different compared to.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not
it's
trying to get into politics of it, but
it's ridiculous.
yeah. But at the end of the day, it's something that now everybody should just think about.
Yep.
Don't
Yeah,
listen.
just think about it. It's their rules. You have to follow by them.
Yeah, and it's
That's
it's funny because the day before I was I was on Depop's side because I'm like, haha, they took a shot at Poshmark. I don't know if you've seen. I posted that too. They posted. Pull it up. They posted what was it? It was just like a little notification it was a notification that came up on my phone. I don't know, I can't find it. It basically said that like no it said no changes here. It said no changes here. We we have no fees today and every day. No selling fees today and every day. So they're poking fun at Poshmark because that was the day that Poshmark, I don't know if you heard too, because they had their fee change before. Now they reverted back to their original fees because
yeah. So Poshmark's doing their original fees.
they're back to what they were
Okay.
because they were losing too much money the other way, which I don't blame them. I mean, it was just too confusing to have a tier, like a weird tiered
Yeah,
price.
makes
Like
no
you can
sense.
figure out, yeah, like why is the shipping price different compared to an item from $5 to $100?
Right.
Why is the fees different? I mean,
hmm Yeah, that doesn't
it
make any
does,
sense.
yeah, it doesn't.
None.
But
That's the way. I don't know. I don't
yeah,
understand why they, did those fee chips anyway.
yeah, it's crazy. It,
It is like I can't keep track of it all.
I
It's like
know. I mean, I like not having fees on some of the
yeah,
platforms.
I'll take no fees.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's never gonna happen.
No, eBay's never going to do that.
No.
I know. We've talked. They've been doing it in the UK, I think, or Australia or something. Or I think
Yeah.
UK. Uh, they're which is fine. It's a different market over there. That's understandable.
hmm
They're only going to do it in any market that makes sense to them. We're we're, we're such the U.S. We buy way too much crap.
Oh yeah, no, we're
We
huge
buy
consumers.
more than we would ever need. That's I mean, do you think? I mean, I don't know. It's just it's too easy for us to even buy stuff to sell.
hmm
I mean, I can not even go to the flea market or yard selling or thrift stores for a month, but if I look at my phone and I see like stuff for free or like really cheap, I can just look at it right there. Like
Yep.
it, it's too easy.
It's too easy. I love it.
I did go to Goodwill yesterday though.
You went to Goodwill?
Yeah, I haven't been to a Goodwill.
Which Goodwill did you go to?
Um, I went to
No.
to one out in Columbia because my wife had to go out there for a little
Okay,
bit
Columbia.
for something with work, and we ate at the. Well, the idea was I just wanted to. Well, she bribed me to go to lunch. She's like, "I'll treat to lunch if you go with me." Someone out to this thing she had to do for work, and I'm like, okay. And I picked a place, and I haven't had it yet, but a Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's.
Yeah, I
I
haven't
haven't
had that.
I haven't had it, but
It's
the
good.
chicken,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. So I'll get into that in a second, but we're going there, and I see the Goodwill, and um, I immediately knew as soon as we seen that, like, okay, we're going in there right after after we eat. And so we went. And I found a few things. It wasn't crazy. I did get some like um, what was it? The camcorder cassette tapes, brand new. I did get some of them. They're just each one is a different brand and whatever, like different specs to it. But they're all sealed. So I'm just gonna probably just lot them all together because if I do like a whole lot of just a bunch of random ones, like I think I'd still get $50. But they wanted $1 per tape, which is a little high usually. But I think a couple of the tapes are like the high grade ones.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I got a pair of brand new jeans, I think, that are about $40 jeans for. I think I got them for maybe about like $6 or $7. And there was another pair of pants, like Duluth Trading Co.
Yeah, Duluth.
Pants. They're brand new. They're right around the same range, I think, what I paid and what I can get.
That's not bad.
Yeah, there was a Disney shirt too, but like, I mean, it wasn't a crazy day, but it was cool.
At least you got something. It's
Yeah,
like
I mean, how many times do I go in a place like that and I get nothing, or I walk out and I'm like, Goodwill and their prices are ridiculous.
yeah, it doesn't. I'm never coming here again.
Yeah, honestly, they had, you could tell they had an abundance of stuff coming in because they had like those big pallets of, or bins or whatever, and they're literally pulling a lot of stuff from there. And so maybe I just went on a really good day, and there was a fair bit of resellers in there. So maybe
Really?
this is a better location than some of
Wow.
them. Yeah, 'cause when I got there, somebody over there scanning books. There's I could tell. I think there was somebody that was slightly irritated. I got um those tape
Duluth.
camcorder tapes.
Oh,
So,
really? Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, yeah, and there was somebody else loading up on clothes, and they were looking up on their phone. So I know there's resellers there.
Let me ask you a question. Does it
Uh,
make you feel good when you get stuff and they're like, man, I should be getting that? Do you feel like?
yeah, kind of,
Of course it does.
dude. That happened over the weekend. So I'm gonna jump to the community yard sale um, that I went to, and I knew. So I went to this one sale, and he was just pulling out all these kind of cool, like older, like vintage looking stuff. Like I got this, like I showed you, as a rotten egg
Yeah.
thing. So there's actually a game, like I think it's kind of like hot potato type of thing, but you can turn them on and he talks or something. And I don't know. I already tested it, but um, he sells for about 15-20 bucks. So it's not crazy. He's from 1998, but there was a lot of old stuff like that, like from the 90s, that the guy kept bringing out. So, and I started making a pile, and then because I'm just trying to hurry up and work quickly, because I'm like, if somebody else shows up here, I'm gonna lose out on something.
Yep.
And so I'm just, and this happened to the next three people that got there after us. They immediately were like almost immediately looking at my pile.
That's what it is. Because they want what you've picked out.
Yeah, yeah. But I put it on the ground and everything. I'm like, and maybe it wasn't far. I know it wasn't far enough away, but I wasn't trying to carry it all the way up this hill of a driveway.
Sure.
I just wanted to have it near the table, but it was on the ground, so I thought that I was safe, but it wasn't. And then I had bought out all these Ravens and Orioles T-shirts and polos or whatever. They're all brand new. They're like Majestic, Antigua, and all like those brands, but they're all NFL or MLB licensed. And they wanted $5 a piece, and I bought every single one. But some guy was trying. He wanted to buy one, and maybe I should have let him. I don't know. I could tell he wanted to buy one, but I don't know. Maybe he would have picked out more. If I would have let him in, then he might have been trying to pick out two or
Right.
three. But he literally said, he's like, "Well, I know he's not a large and a XL." I'm like, dude, you don't even know I'm a 2XL.
You were wrong. See,
You're wrong.
one large plus one XL equals two XL.
Yeah. But he made that comment, and the guy who was selling was like, well, he's gonna resell them. Like, he knew. I gave away when I was buying those shirts. I gave away that I was a reseller right away,
Oh,
and I said how much for all of them.
yeah.
Which,
Anytime you say how much for all, think about it.
yeah, and he wasn't going down price. So there was $60 worth, and he would not. Like I said, they're $5 a piece, so they're $60 worth, and I tried to do them for 50, and well, I asked him, like, hey, do you got, well, what's your best price? He's like, I don't know, just I wasn't really looking to go down, like maybe come back in an hour. And I'm like, dude, I'm not coming back in an hour. I'm not. Give me a price, give me a deal. Like, I'm thinking, and so I was like, you know what? I'll just shoot out. If he's not gonna shoot out a price, I'll shoot out a price. So I said $50, which I thought was fair. You know, it was 60. Now it's 50. He wanted 55. So I'm like, it's only $5, but I'm not coming back. So I'd rather just pay up to
Right.
$5.
That's right.
Which I can't really complain because I've listed a couple of shirts. So I've been doing a lot of shirts, or just clothing listings this week, and I listed maybe a couple of them. I think a couple of the shirts were about $30-$40 a piece anyway, a polo. So I'm like, it's not going to take long.
No. 2 items, you'll get all your money back.
Yeah. But
Covers everything.
but it's definitely a weird feeling because there's even people we know from the flea market that came up there and like oh hey, how's it going, and I could feel the energy and vibes, like they're like, oh, he already got everything.
Yep, you already got everything.
And then they quickly move on.
Yep.
They
quit. When I used to go to the flea, one of the best feelings I used to have was when a lot of times when I used to go to the yard sales, or and I'd be in a spot and they come up and go to park and they see me and they just swoop and they just leave out because when you're a reseller and so say a small yard sale or whatever, that reseller is going after anything that's worth something. That's, might as well jump to the next one and not waste your time. But you never know. You never know.
I'll say it again. The day I met you and your brother, I tried to skip over whatever sale you guys were at, and you still caught up to me. You wouldn't leave me alone.
But there was a lot of stuff there. I mean,
there was.
There's just a lot of stuff.
I know. And that's the thing. I'm not mad because I'm never mad at, I guess, at people that find something that I miss out on. I mean, it happens because it happens both ways. I do it to people all the time. They're going to, it's only natural that I'm going to be late to the party for other things too. Like even this weekend, I was late to the party on that New York Mets game used base.
Yeah. Man.
I'm like, man.
That's cool.
And one guy that had it, he was talking to somebody else, and he's like, "Oh, you better get that listed real quick, because the Mets are
the Mets were
in the playoffs,
in the playoffs,
and now they're not."
Yep.
So I don't wonder if he sold it in time or not.
You might be sitting on that base.
Yeah. And it doesn't sound like he got it for a really good deal because he's like, "Oh, he finally let it go," like he's been going back and forth on it too. So maybe it was something he had in the back of the truck for him, or they just weren't putting out or whatever. He knew they had it. I have no idea, but I did miss it, and I love that kind of stuff. But cool. It is what it is. Like, there's going to be times that you're just not. You can't buy everything. You can't. No. I mean, I try to buy everything, and look what I have. I have this freaking massive death pile that I don't know what to do because I try to buy everything.
But you try to buy everything, and you still can't. You still can't buy everything.
All it does is put you in a position where you don't have enough time to do everything.
Well, now you have another worry. I know, it's like, now I got to get rid of this stuff. I got to make more room.
Yeah,
I got to sell it. I want to get the money off from it.
I mean, at the end of the day, I have to hope that people are going to have the same eye that I did and want to buy something. Like if I were to just like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm done with reselling. I'm just going to cash in and get my money back, right? I got to hope that people are going to have the same eye and think the same way I did when I bought the stuff.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen? And just because I haven't listed it doesn't mean it wasn't worth money. It's just I'm focusing on like a million things at once. I can't do it all.
Yeah, there's something else. Yep. That's all it is. Yep. Something else.
I just made it sound like I'm quitting.
Yeah, it did. Hey, his attitude even changed.
Now that's gonna have to be. Forget the toy show headline. I'm done after this toy show. I'm quitting.
He quits after the toy show. He's done.
Yep.
I just want my money back.
Yeah. I was thinking too. So when this episode comes out, because I don't know, you'll probably, because we'll have to be setting up. You'll probably have to release it on Thursday or that morning on Friday. Mm-hmm. So this episode is going to come out before the toy show. Can you imagine anybody at the toy show? Oh, I've seen your podcast.
I've seen your podcast. You're quitting? No.
Yeah. Oh,
No, but we're not quitting. But you know what he is doing, right?
trivia.
Trivia.
All right.
And it's all, listen, this trivia is all about toys.
I'm not an expert, guys. Just letting you know. I just sell stuff I think is cool. So if I miss out on a lot of these serious college professor type questions that Jay has for me every week, I apologize. But it's more chances for you guys to win.
There's more chance for you guys to win.
Yep.
You know what? I need somebody to win this year. This week.
I mean, at this point, like it's a free for all. Anybody can just do it. And
Anybody could do
like
it.
I don't.
That's right.
I mean, Jay's brother Kenny has been holding out. Do you know how hard it is? I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm sorry. I know you want this McDonald's so bad, and he's being generous. He's like, look, I don't want to be the only one to comment.
Yep. That's what he
I don't
said.
want to be.
He could
Missing out.
clearly win the thing. Like again, my wife don't watch the thing. Nothing. Nobody watches it.
Yeah.
But we could just be talking to ourselves at this point in time. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. We're having
One
fun.
day. One day. Maybe. No, one day. Watch.
All right, I'm ready.
Question number 1. In the toy resale market, which of the following terms refers specifically to a manufacturing error or production flaw in a toy that can increase its value among collectors? Exclusive, B, limited edition, C, variant, D, misprint.
D. Misprint.
That's correct. That's correct.
That was easy.
That was easy. See, these ain't that hard.
We'll see.
Which 1985 toy series, known for its rotating action and space theme, is notoriously difficult to find in mint condition and highly sought after by collectors? A, Starcom, B, Mask, C, Battle Beast, or D, Robotics?
Man, that went from easy to like the hardest question. What happened? It did a whole flip. Like what? Gosh. I don't know. C.
It's A.
Okay,
Star.
that was what I was gonna go with, and I'm like, nah, it's not. It's not gonna be A. I
You ready for question number 3?
have to be.
So these guys can get that. So question number 3. Which term describes toys that are not authorized by the original brand, often created as imitations of popular items, yet can sometimes fetch high prices due to rarity? Bootlegs, prototypes, replicas, or exclusives?
Bootlegs.
That's correct.
I think I got some bootleg Dragon Ball Z. Should I bring them to the toy show?
There's people that collect bootleg stuff.
Yeah, they're really really rough, but I might bring them to sell them for $1.
Yeah, the old
I don't know if I'll
like
sell $1, but
old He-Man bootlegs, old like Star Wars bootlegs. Those are the ones that are really
okay.
most valuable.
Yeah.
All right, what material was famously used in the first generation Lego minifigures, making them slightly different in appearance and feel compared to modern version? A, Bakelite, B, polyvinyl chloride, C, cellulose acetate, or D, polypropylene?
I want to say A, but I don't know because that stuff was so sought after, and for them to make that many pieces out of it, I don't know. I'm gonna go with D.
No, cellulose acetate. C.
Oh well, learning something.
That's right. Question number 5. In the world of Transformer collectibles, what does the term G1 refer to? I'm not even going. You need a multiple choice on this?
I
All right, I'm gonna give you multiple choice.
generational one.
That's correct. You got it.
Oh my gosh.
I knew you knew that.
Yeah, I had to dig it out of the bottom barrel of my mind.
Which Star Wars action figure, often nicknamed Rocket Firing Boba Fett, was never officially released due to safety concerns, make it one of the rarest and most valuable collectibles? I used to own one when I was a kid. I had every Star Wars figure known to man. Early Bird Luke Skywalker, Vinyl Cape Jawa, Blue Snaggletooth, or Rocket Firing Boba Fett?
So wait, hold. You said what? Repeat the question because I'm trying to understand it. Because then you went on a.
It's the reason why I laughed is
Is the
in
answer in the question? Because
it answers on the question.
okay, that's what I thought. That's why it made it confusing.
I know that's why I just laughed. I was like, "Wow, what?" They gave you the answer.
Well, you read it to me that way. You could have changed it.
I know, but I had to change the whole thing. Nicknamed Rocket Firing Boba Fett, so it's D. It's Rocket Firing Boba Fett.
Nickname. That's what it's called then.
That's what it's called. So the cool thing, I don't know if you remember what the Boba Fett looks like. He has a missile in his back. So most of all of them, it was just
Yeah, I
the
think I.
rocket fire had a plastic missile, and it came in. Come to find out, it had two different versions. There was a thing you pull down, and it was like a J hook, and when you wanted to shoot it out, you just hit it, and it came through the J and shot the missile out.
Okay.
I remember having one as a kid, and I remember selling it when I was a teenager,
Mm.
but I didn't know it was worth a ton of money like that. So now, yeah, they're probably I've seen them anywhere between like $5,000 and $10,000.
Jeez.
So yeah,
I think I remember hearing about that figure on that show the Toys That Made Us on Netflix.
toys that made us. Yep, I wish I had that toy.
Yeah.
I mean, just to have it. I mean, like I know I had it when I was a kid. Like you'll have people say it never came out. No one ever owns one. Well, of course, there's people own them. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. They didn't just vanish or,
Yeah, it's real. All right, in the Hot Wheels world, which term refers to the small, barely visible red lines on the wheels of early models, which significantly increased their value? Red liners, red stripes, red runners, or red lines?
red lines.
Right.
Like, what the? Man, you're just giving it to me now.
Thanks, Chat GPT.
You should proofread these next time.
You're right. You're right. In collectible toy grading, a grade of C10 refers to excellent condition with minor wear, factory sealed, flawless condition. C, a restored toy in near perfect condition, or D, a toy that has been repaired but looks new.
So you said, what is it, a C10?
A C10.
I have no idea because I don't really mess with grading of toys. Um, I'm used to like near mint, like NM or EM.
MIT.
The heck is a C? Like, um, I'm gonna go with D.
Nope, it's B. Factory sealed, flawless condition.
Why can't they
Perfect.
be broad across the whole line? Like, okay, that's NM, near mint.
Yeah, near mint. Mint.
Yeah, near
Trouble.
mint or mint. I mean,
Yeah. Why not?
yeah. I mean, I'm not again. I think I've said this before. I'm not a professional grader. I try to even tell people in my listings sometimes, or when I ask
So
questions.
do I. I'm like, dude, I'm like comic books. Like,
Yeah,
I don't grade comic books for a living, so
yep.
to me it looks good.
I mean,
Just look at the
yeah, I just say good condition because I'm like, I mean, good condition is still kind of broad, but it can. There, I don't want them to expect it's like perfect because it's probably
right.
not perfect. I mean, I could literally pick a card up and just put it back down, and on the way back down, it dinged another card, and then it kind of messed up that corner or something. And like, I don't want to be responsible for that.
Something I've done.
Yeah,
I've done it. Yep.
it's too easy.
It's too easy.
Clumsy.
Wait. Mm-hmm.
Near mint and mint does not really exist in my life.
Yeah. Nothing that I have is mint.
Maybe a mint for my breath.
Yeah, my breath, man. That's a near mint.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a mint brand, near mint.
All right. Well, we only got 2 more questions left now.
Dude,
We're on question 9.
flying through them then.
What does the term chase figure mean in the collectible toy market? A figure with an unusual manufacturing error. B, a figure packaged with exclusive accessories. C, a rare variant deliberately released in limited quantities. Or D, a custom figure modified by a collector.
C.
That's correct.
Yep.
C. All right, last question. I'm gonna just pre-read. Okay. What is the significance of the term 12 backs in vintage toy collecting?
12 backs.
Well, all right. If I give you this, you'll know. Specifically relating to the original Star Wars Kenner action figures. A, they were the first 12 characters produced in the original line. B, the figures came in a set of 12 in the initial release. C, the packaging featured a 12-pointed star symbol. Or D, the card backs listed the first 12 figures in the series.
I'm gonna say D because I thought all the figures weren't released at once.
It's D.
Yeah.
12 backs. Yep.
Yeah, because like they took forever. That's another thing I learned from the toys they made is they took forever trying to get them produced, and like they wanted to show everybody what they were doing, and advertise it, but it was like ridiculous. It's when action figures really weren't popular then.
Right.
That's
they weren't.
Things that changed the game for
Mm-hmm.
action figures. Star Wars did.
I'm gonna tell you. I remember a memory in when I was a kid going to North Point Flea Market, and over there where who you call it sets up the baseball cards.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Couple.
There's a couple of them. He's been there forever. Well, anyway, he there was a guy over there in there was tables and people set up, and I'd be a teenager, young teenager, I guess. And the guy had a 6-foot table full of nothing but Star Wars. I'm talking about just Star Wars on top of the old stuff, like 77, whatever, or 79s, and
Yeah.
it was like, and I remember him wanting to sell all of it for, it was like $300, dude. It was really cheap. It was $300, and I was with my father, and he's like, "Oh man, can you believe you want $300 for that stuff?" I know it was worth $300. I mean, it was like stuff on cards, stuff just all out. I mean, every figure you could possibly think of. And I'm thinking to myself, we had it, and he had all that stuff now, that it would be crazy.
It's like that with a lot of things though. Like if you kept all the toys you ever got for Christmas and just like, you know what, I'm not gonna open them.
What did you do with your toys?
Sold them at yard sales and
stuff. I sold all mine too. I used to buy and sell toys when I was a kid. That's what I had, like my little business buying and selling toys.
But I'm sure you got more than a quarter or 50 cents for them.
Absolutely.
I did.
I did. I sold, I went all the kids in the block, like, especially when they had Christmas and they got tired of their Christmas presents, and then I bought the Christmas presents from them. There were sometimes I had parents come to my house like, my son needs that back. Like, okay, whatever, let me give it back to you because, you're a crybaby.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking to myself. Got to give your stuff back to them.
You were just hustling.
Oh yeah, hustled, man. I did base. I learned baseball cards and started baseball cards in third grade. And boy across the street from me gave me a whole big box of baseball cards, and they were all from like 1970s, 1960s, like almost a whole complete set of 1978 tops,
Wow.
79s, and that's got me into baseball cards. And that's when I bought and traded and did all that with baseball cards, the old people, and that sat me down like I was able to be kind of have conversations. Me being 10, 11, 12, 8, having conversations with other guys about baseball cards and baseball. And I'm like, how can I be, I'm sitting here talking about like Roger Maris and I'm 9 years old, bro. It's like, it was wild. But I learned a
You're
whole
at least
lot.
saying it because the picture behind me, aren't you? The pitcher that gave up Roger Maris's
Yeah,
60th birthday.
61. Yeah, 61
Tracy
home.
Allard.
Yep. Yeah, but that was cool. I mean, that was I mean, I don't know as much about baseball as I do now or sports, but I
Yeah.
used to be a sports fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
That was my thing. But yeah, I always hustled toys. But my dad bought me a lot of toys too. I used to have like Master of the Universe stuff, GI Joes. I've had every one of those. Star Wars had all those toys. But I sold every single toy I used to have when I was a kid.
It hurts now because it's like one of those things you look back and like, man, that was a lot. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Like, I mean, I remember. I mean, can you imagine doing this now? Right, your AV cord goes up on your console. Okay, and you've collected games like you went to a flea market or whatever, bought a game every single week for like 2 or 3 years straight, right? Every single week you bought a new game. Can you imagine your parents be like, okay, since it's broken, I'm not going to get you a new cord or anything, which would be the ideal thing to do. No, it got pushed off to the side. We got a new system probably that Christmas or something like that. I think we got N64, and my Super Nintendo was then given away, given away to one of my dad's coworkers.
Oh man,
Dude,
right to the heart.
dude, I don't. How many games are on Super Nintendo?
I think it was
You
like
know?
700 and some.
Okay, because I think I had 300.
Yeah, the 300 is a lot of games for the Super Nintendo.
Like it's.
Some of them, if you're talking about you have 300 games, some of those games are really valuable.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I remember playing like Sim City on there, like the Michael Jordan basketball.
yeah, the Michael Jordan game, basketball
Dad
game.
had one that was similar too.
Hmm.
Um, what else? There's like so many games. Like I look back, like I think all the Donkey Kongs that were on there.
Ones that have really worth stuff are like the shooters, like space shooters,
Okay,
uh, or RPGs. Those
Star
have some
Fox
value,
I had.
like the Final Fantasy twos,
Okay,
threes, and
yeah, I was
stuff like
too
that.
young for that, so we didn't really like. I don't know, and
I hate RPGs.
I was lazy too. I didn't like reading, like because back then that's a lot of people don't understand. You actually had to read the
Mm.
stuff when you played a game. It didn't just like speak to you
Yeah, it didn't
like
speak to you. Just
somebody speaking. Like you had to read everything, and I was lazy. Skip, 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 skip. And if it was too much of that, I wouldn't play it most of the time.
neither would I. I cannot stand an RPG. I don't like that you take a turn and I take a turn hitting you back, and then
Oh no,
you
yeah,
take a turn hitting me. I don't want to play none of that.
nope,
Nope, I'm done.
nope.
Nope, I don't want to play it. I don't.
Yeah, no, it's a
A
lot.
lot of people are looking at you don't like RPGs. No, I don't like RPGs.
Yeah, no, it's a lot to do. Like I don't know,
And they look at you like you're not a gamer if you don't like it. What?
no.
I've played more games than you've probably ever
Talk,
thought about.
talking about games. Did you know there's a game out there that has to do with reselling?
Hmm.
It just came out. Not maybe it didn't just come out, but I've seen videos on it recently.
Are you talking about the TCG simulator?
TCG?
Yeah, that's you open a trading card shop
No, not
and
that.
open the
But yeah,
packs
I
up.
didn't know that one existed. But that's
Dude,
it.
that's cool. I can't wait to play it. Like
Um,
that's
no,
out there.
Storage Hunter Simulator.
Yeah, I played Storage Hunter
You
Simulator.
did?
No, that's been out, dude. It used to be on phones
Oh, I didn't know that.
long time ago.
Okay, okay.
Yep,
Yeah, because I don't know why for the past couple of days I was having fun watching some guy play it for like an hour each episode on YouTube, and I'm like, no, don't buy that. Yeah, you should buy it. Like then he opens his own pawn shop, and
that's cool. Yeah, yep.
like, this is wild.
That is. That's
Uh,
why you could do. There's games for
I'm not
and
playing.
that stuff.
I'm not playing that though. I'd rather do that in real life.
Yeah, that's why not? You're
I
you're
get,
playing the
hey, if
game
I'm
in real
working
life.
that hard, if I'm working that hard and doing all that, I want to make the real money.
Yeah, only the real dough. I tell you, that's yes.
it's it's funny.
Yeah, but that game was kind of old. I mean,
Yeah, okay. I didn't realize it was old. I
yes.
I do want to. I seen another game on there, but it's not on any console. But it's like that. What is it called? But it's like a roulette game. And I'm trying to think. It's I think it. Let me see.
Yeah, they put so many games out on Steam. It's hard to keep control of how many games are out there, dude. It's like I don't know how many games they release a day.
Huh? You said you
On,
can't believe how many games they release a day.
yeah, it's hard to keep up with them. There's so many games they release on Steam. You can play on your computer.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna look this up. Yeah, because I think this one was on. Was it Steam?
Yeah, Steam. That's what you can get on your computer.
Let me
You
see.
got a computer? You play any games on your computer?
No, I don't know if my computer could even handle it. My computer sucks. I need to
I
get.
play a couple games on computer.
I dropped my computer like probably 6 months after getting it. It's got like a crack on the side. I got duct tape holding it together.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh man.
but it still works. I mean, it was touch. It's touch screen. That still works, but I can't flip it over and use the touch. You know what I mean? Because I could used to be able to use it as a tablet,
Right.
and like the hinge is broken. So yeah,
Do you have it hooked up to your printer or any of that?
yeah,
Yeah, that's how you print your labels, right? Through your
yeah,
computer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, it's all wireless, but yeah, it's hooked up. Now, why can I not find this game? Like, I want to. I don't know. I'll tell you after the podcast because I want to take a. But it's cool. It's a cool game. Um, so because I wanted to go back and talk about because I mentioned Raising Cane's earlier, and I think as a business aspect. Now the food was good, but I'm saying as a business aspect, it kind of fascinated me, and I immediately was kind of amazed by this because no other fast food I feel like is doing this. But the simplicity in their menu is insane, and it has really helped the efficiency of that place.
so what do they have? Just
So so you think like okay, you go to Chick-fil-A. How many different kinds of chicken do they have?
a few. They have
Like they have chicken tenders,
chicken nuggets or
Chick-fil-A, like a chicken fillet, right?
chicken little chicken bites,
Yep.
chicken patties.
You go to Popeyes, they got like even more. They got like 7 different types of chicken. You go to Cane's, they got one. Just get chicken tenders. If you want chicken tenders, you can get it a 3-piece. You also get it in a 4-piece, and then it comes with uh, um, well, each of those come with fries. But if you get the 4-piece, you also get coleslaw. Then you get a 6-piece, and then do you want a sandwich? It's just chicken tenders on one bun.
Really?
Dude, like I am amazed, and it's just them not having to change what type of chicken they're doing or think about that is probably like help them get the food out so much quicker and just be efficient at it and just focus
Amazing.
on one. Because what they're doing, they're just focusing on one single product.
So Raising Cane, so all they have is chicken. They don't sell like pieces of chicken or anything. They just sell chicken tenders.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that. But that's so good. Yeah, because you can focus on a great product
Yeah.
and not just be consistent every single time.
It is amazing to think that, I mean, and they were busy. They weren't. It's not. You know how like Chick-fil-A can be busy. Like I feel like
Yeah,
they're one of the nonstop busy fast food restaurants I always see. Like their line is out like out the
and
door. This Raising Cane's was now. I didn't see any people going through the drive-through, but there was a lot of people going in there, which is odd too because you don't get that as often. Like I feel like, especially around here at least, you don't get many people going inside, but there was a lot of people going inside.
what was their prices like?
Um, I think it ranges between like maybe about like $8 and $12 or something like that.
Hmm.
Maybe a little more. I think if you get the 6 piece, it's even more. I think the 6 piece is like maybe like $16 or something like that.
Okay, the
But
chickens went up. The price of chickens went
yeah,
higher. That's
oh yeah,
have you have you tried that there's a chicken place all the way down at the end of Dundalk Avenue. They put a new one. There used to be a Dunkin' Donuts there. It's by Eastern. You know where Eastern Avenue
oh
is?
yeah. I think I heard of it, but I haven't tried it now.
I haven't tried it either. But
Yeah.
some of these chicken places, man, they got so expensive. Like
Oh,
I'm
it,
like,
it is. I mean, I give them a lot of credit to put. It's like they're putting their eggs all in one basket. By
yeah,
focusing on just one type of thing. Um, if you're focusing on one product and that's your main source, it makes it tough because I mean, what if there's a outbreak of something
yeah,
is recalled? What do? You can't. You're just gonna
right,
sell chicken.
right.
I mean,
True.
you know, I like chicken Rico is pretty good, and I mean, but still they don't. They have a lot of different sides, but obviously like they don't have any other meats. I
No.
noticed. So
Well,
it's
they do. They'll cook in the back, like they'll do
yeah,
cheesesteak and stuff like that. But yeah, up front is just chicken. I like chicken Rico.
yeah, it's good.
I've been eating chicken Rico for I would say
Years. Like,
almost 20 years.
wow. I I was hooked on them for a long time, and I stopped. I just recently got back in to them, but I literally ordered. I was so mad. I ordered chicken from them on the phone or app or whatever like that, and I ordered it and went down there like 30 minutes later, and then they told me they didn't have any chicken left, and it'd be an hour.
What?
Yeah, and yet there's other people in there picking up their orders and stuff like that. I'm like, you got to be
Right.
kidding me, like. So then I was done. Like I'm not gonna, if you do stuff like that, it's hard to come
Well,
back as a
let
customer.
me tell you. I don't know if you're gonna eat because I stopped eating from chicken Rico, and I'll tell you why.
Oh gosh, don't ruin this for me.
Well, I am. I do you want me to tell you, or I won't tell you?
Don't tell me. No,
Okay.
I don't want to desert a podcast. I don't want to like.
Okay.
You're probably. It sounds like you're gonna make me puke.
It's nasty
Okay.
thinking about.
Yeah, not right now. We'll
It.
save
Okay.
it for when we cut it.
But I did. It might have been 15. I don't know. I went to the one where they first opened in Hollandtown.
hmm
They used to have lines out the door. But I don't know how many years ago that was. But yeah, I'll tell you, I don't eat from there anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. You just went like back and forth because it sounded like you liked them, and then
I liked it. I loved the
yeah,
food. Don't get me wrong. And it's not. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. You'll
no,
make the decision
oh
after I tell
no.
you. I haven't been back since.
Tell all our viewers, our 0 viewers, we're one viewer, Kenny. You're just telling Kenny.
I'll tell you then. We went there. It was me and my son. We went there to go eat, and then you know the cups that you get the sauce from.
Mm-hmm.
Inside the cups were dead roaches.
Oh my gosh! Come on now.
No, it's serious.
Okay,
I couldn't eat no more.
leave it at that. We're
That
gonna
was it.
we're changing the subject.
I'm sorry. I don't. Now you'll think about it next time your wife's like,
I mean, I
"Let's."
know we were just talking about it last weekend at at the flea market. You got to be careful where you eat.
Mhm.
We need to
They
have
seem clean, but
yeah. We need to have warning signs for places.
just like there was rats in Popeyes. They call it rats in
I
Popeyes.
never go to. I don't. I only go to the new one.
No, I don't go there.
I only go to the new one down Trade Point. And that's it.
Then there was rats in the. My daughter worked at Wendy's before they tore that Wendy's down on Merritt. Said there was rats in there.
Dude, it's a really big issue. I keep having a rat issue outside with my garden.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're really far off topic resale right now, but you know, um, it's really bad. Like I keep dealing with it, and I'm pretty much giving up on my garden almost.
Yeah.
Got a couple things,
Yep.
but
But that's just
yeah,
you have to deal with what I'm saying. But you're in a restaurant. You need to make sure you take care of that. I mean,
yeah,
a lot of times, like rats, like your rat's not going to get into your house
yeah,
unless. I mean, can they? Yeah. You leave your doors open, just so
yeah.
forth,
There's
so
a
on.
lot of things. Yeah,
There's things, but it's like I've looked at restaurants. It's against the law to leave your doors open. You can't. Like KFC, they had their doors open when I was
yeah,
like, no, we're not eating here because you're leaving your doors wide open in a restaurant.
yeah.
Can't do that. Against law.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm sorry. I just, dude, I
You're
have
good.
some.
You just ruined one of my favorite restaurants recently, so now I gotta find a new place.
Sorry about that. That's true. I listen. I ruined. So I go. You know where I go now to get it? It's called Paleoteca. Paleoteca. It's
Oh,
on. It's in Essex. You know
okay.
where the DMV is?
Yeah.
2 doors away from the DMV, there's a restaurant just like it,
Okay.
and it might be a little bit better.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, food is food. So even if something like that goes down and it's not, what I'm saying, like it's not a place I want to go anymore, I'll find somewhere else to
Yeah.
eat.
I'm not eating no roaches.
No. Nope. All right, moving on because now I'm trying to get off of it. This is nasty, nasty, nasty.
It is nasty. We only got a couple minutes left anyway, but
Yeah.
let's get off the subject.
Um. Well, I guess since we're talking about food, did you see California is banning the use of their sell by date?
No.
Yeah. Basically, I think it's the sell by date, or I think they have to be more specific on their Best Buy date. I thought I read it and it was like, let me see. I'll just pull it directly from an article. That way I can't get it wrong.
That's right.
Okay. Uh, Recently signed a bill to standardize food date labels and ban the use of sell by dates. So, yeah, they're the first state in the nation to require clear standards to cut food waste. So,
Eh,
that's interesting. I think because that's interesting because there are people that sell food or resell food. And that's why I wanted to bring it up because, I mean, there's a lot of, everything food related has a date. You know,
yeah.
um, so like because the sell by date it just tells the store how long to display the product for sale for inventory, but the best by date it's always um, it's still it's the it will taste the best by this date, but you can still eat it after that date. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
But guess what? After that date, it's gone in the trash. I'm not.
I
I don't
don't know.
eat
It
things.
no it no it
I do not
depends.
eat things past that date.
It depends on what it is.
Not for
'Cause
me.
I think it depends on what it is.
Dude, I've thrown away brand new. We just did our kitchen. We went through the spice cab now. I'm a big spice guy, you know.
Don't tell me you throw away 5-year-old spices.
Oh, absolutely. Well, there wasn't 5-year-old spices there, but it was, the Best Buy. It had a date, just 1 month past the date. I throw it in the trash. Oh yeah,
Dude,
good spices.
I grew up in a household where we had spices passed down from generation to generation.
So did I.
I got my great grandmother's smoked paprika.
Wow,
I don't
dude.
know.
So did I. But listen, I don't. I can't do that. Well, my parents did. No, dude, I can't do it. Once stuff goes bad, or it looks like it's going bad, or the dates, let's go right in the trash.
You're never. If I invite you over again, you're never going to my house.
You don't do that.
You're like, can I see the date on your Obey? Oh my god,
I threw Obey away.
dude!
Like,
I'll take it. Don't give it to me.
I've already threw it all away.
No, I'm saying next time.
It was brand new. It was never.
Yeah, in 5 years, I'll take it.
Never even used.
I put me on the waiting list.
Oh wow, yeah. If I knew, I'd have gave it to you. Serious, bro. I throw it away.
It doesn't, because once it's dried, like it doesn't. I'm telling you.
I know I know, but it's something in my head. I can't do it.
You gotta lose that. You know how expensive spices are.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Not to say, I don't know. I don't know.
Yep.
Uh,
I don't play. I throw it in the trash. I'm not touching it. I'm not eating it. I'm not doing it. And I know it's good. I know it's good. I know it's good.
Do you do the same thing with cheese?
Yeah. Everything.
What is cheese?
Well, it's a dairy product.
Yeah. How do you make cheese?
Yeah, I know, but
Okay, then it's old milk.
it's just old anyway. I know, but that's what I do. I just
Oh my god.
Everything. Bread.
Yeah, bread's another story.
Well, bread.
That's why I said it depends on the food.
I used to buy a loaf of bread. Now I got really good. I used to buy a loaf of bread, and I'd only keep it for a day, and after the day, I throw it in the trash. Don't ask me. Don't ask me.
Dude, you're better off putting it in a freezer. And it doesn't take long for like.
I will never eat frozen bread.
We might as well end this now. End the podcast. Done. Over. I think you know somebody.
Nope. Bro, I am that.
Well, for all the people that said that we look alike and that we're related, we're definitely not. Next time that somebody says this, well, he'll never freeze his bread. He'll throw his spices out the day after.
Yep.
That Best Buy date. Do you truly think that all these restaurants are doing that?
Nope.
You eat there.
I know. That's a problem.
Okay. Well, you can expect your own food and get a feeling for it. Like, oh my god.
You're right. But I know. That's the way I am.
What? Okay.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's some past trauma or something.
Out of my garden, I just dehydrated some peppers like a month ago. When's the Best Buy date on it? Because they're dehydrated.
I know. I don't know.
Stuff.
I would have to Google it and probably spend a whole hour figuring out what would be the best date for me to throw that away at.
It should be fine because then it becomes more like the spices where they're good forever.
He said it's just good forever.
Like I said, you're never going to eat my house if I make anything.
That's not true. I ate at your house last time.
Yeah, but you didn't know I had spices that were 5 years old.
No, I didn't. It's funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, wait till you talk to my brother.
Oh my
he's
god.
Kenny's about the same way too. Well, no, he's not. He's not as bad as me, but it tell you. Yeah, I just,
But
dude,
you'll eat a cheeseburger that it will last like
I know.
100 years in your stomach.
Yep, I know.
Mm-mm-mm.
But it was made that way, but it freshly came off the line. I'm
Look,
terrible,
you know
bro. I'm terrible.
what you should do? Go through all your spices and just take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and rub the dates off, and they'll never know.
No, the ones there was some dates on there we couldn't see. Throw them in the trash.
We'll do that to all of them, and then you'll be like, "Crap, I had nothing."
And then I have nothing. Dude, we probably have. I ain't gonna lie. We probably have 100 different spices. Dude, we got a lot of spices. Like,
Man, we are so far off track this episode. We showed to expired spices.
toy show to expired spices. That's great. I watch all the resale podcasts. They'll
Look,
talk. They talk
dude,
sometimes.
they would put if they put expiration on toys, you would do the same thing.
No, I ain't got to eat it. So no, really, dude. I'm not playing with you. I'm serious. I don't like frozen bread. I don't, dude. I've thrown. I've bought meats and thrown like half my grocery list away. I put in refrigerator
Yeah, well,
and
yeah, some of that could still be. It's a whole nother animal when you're talking about certain things like that. Like it's different.
yeah. I'm talking about just getting it from the grocery store
I know,
and knowing it's bad.
dude.
Without having,
I picked up 50% off shrimp from Aldi's the other night. I had it in my hand, and I put it in a box. I'm walking around with the box, putting other stuff in the box. I'm like, the hell is that smell? The shrimp.
it was the
It's
shrimp.
like seeping through it. I'm like, nope, it's making me sick.
Yep.
I'm putting it
Oh,
back.
yep.
Dude, I could have had a whole pack of shrimp for $4 each.
Mm. It's
Nope,
not worth. It's not worth the
not,
try. I just
not worth $4 each if I'm smelling
nope.
it already. And they even, I didn't even pull out the packaging. Like, I mean, I understand sometimes stuff happens like where the packaging's not sealed all the way, or it's different things. But if I'm not, if it's making me sick, just the smell of it that quickly,
No, don't eat it.
no.
No, not at all. But yeah, that's something that may not known about me
Yeah.
too in depth. Oh yeah, that's why when you hear me talk about food, like you always gotta watch out. You gotta watch out. This. I'm serious. I'm like
Yeah,
that's how.
I don't know.
Dude, when people cook food, and dude, I wash my hands. If I not, I wear gloves. But I'm saying every single thing I touch, Ray,
I
I wash my hands.
yeah.
I am the cleanest cook, really, you would ever think about, bro.
I just don't understand because I know you've gone to that Chinese buffet.
I know. Shh. Shh. Right. Don't ruin it.
Well, we know the history. Like that's
I
why
do.
even if it's a new one, it's still the same,
It is.
and that's why I can't get it. I have not gone,
It is.
and now you might never go again.
When I'm cooking, I don't mind it, because I can control my stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it could be like I just seen on the news today that somebody had like I guess a company party and they brought some kind of noodle thing or something.
Yeah.
They got everybody sick.
Dude, and like contaminated like the
Yeah.
food line or
I told
something.
my wife, I'm like, could you imagine bringing a dish to your work for a little party and you got everybody sick?
You got everybody sick.
Got
Like we
everybody,
talking
gave
about
everybody
shit
food poisoning.
till the
Oh.
end of time,
But
bro. It's like
happening, like, it's just, I think this food poisoning crap and everything is happening way more than what it used to. It's not regulated like it used to be or something because I mean, McDonald's just got hit too.
Yeah,
Uh,
with the onions.
it was the onions.
It was onions
Yeah. Well,
on
that's
the quarter pounders.
it. Could be like anything. Like it could be.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff in it. I mean, all that boar's head.
Mm-hmm.
And it. I'm gonna try to pull this direct it back to the reselling thing. This is one of those things you have to be careful of what you buy, regardless of what field you're in, because even you could buy something that you bought to sell, and it like a something that had to do with it was like a baby thing or something else, like toys are recalled. You know, you could buy something that's recalled because it was a choking hazard and you didn't know. I've had stuff pulled off eBay before, and it was little black magnetic marbles. I didn't know that you're not allowed to have them. It came with some other toy, like all the
Yeah.
other stuff, and yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
had no idea. eBay pulled it off.
Yep.
You know.
Because it's a hazard for
Yep.
children.
But regular. I don't. I mean, I get it because it's magnetic, I guess, but that's the main reason because it's magnetic. But
Yeah.
I can sell other magnets that are small,
That's small, and they can do the same thing.
but it's because they're not a children's toy.
Yeah. Right.
And I don't
Yep.
know.
That's the way it is.
You gonna sell some jarts?
Sells of jarts right in your leg. Oh. But this is now our longest podcast we've ever done.
Yeah. Well, we drifted.
We drifted away.
Drifted
away.
to expiration dates.
Yes. But this one's expiring too.
Yep.
And we thank you for coming along watching.
Yeah. Please get on Jay about his expiration dates.
Yeah. If you leave a comment, tell me, would you eat a 3-month-old expired sea salt?
No, well, and also it's not expired. It could just be Best Buy.
Or Best Buy, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Well, some of them had expiration dates on it. Was like 6/29/24. Like I was like, okay, June, July, and I'm just not. I don't know. Let me not,
Yep. All right.
See you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.